So I feel like I don't show Subaru enough love on the channel. I'm always talking and hating on Hondas. I'm always working and buying Daihatsus. I owned a Suzuki before. I've never owned a Subaru Sambar truck. So in today's video, we're gonna go over this 1994 Subaru Sambar DS van. We're gonna go over the interior. I'm gonna show you guys some cool quirks like this. We're definitely gonna test drive it. We're gonna do a highway run as well. So this is a 1994 Subaru Sambar Extra S. Like most of the other K cars, there's a lot of trim models. There's a DS, a DS2. This Sambar also came supercharged. They also made an automatic ECTV model. This one is a non-supercharged 5-speed model. The VIN is KV3. I believe if it's supercharged, it's KV4. If any of my Sambar homies are watching this, I never own a Sambar, so comment below, add some insight to anybody who's watching this video. We're all friendly on the Wait for the Fame channel. But the quickest way that I tell if a model is supercharged is that right here in the cluster, it would say supercharged in the middle, and this one doesn't have it. Something I learned recently on these vans is that some of them are actually full-time 4-wheel drive. I thought all Sambars were push-button 4-wheel drive. Most of the ones that I've seen have always had the little red button in the middle, but this one might be full-time 4-wheel drive. I'm not even sure. I'm gonna drive it. We're gonna find out later in this video. Here's a look at the exterior. I'm gonna show you guys a couple Sambar vans in this video, but some of them have the fog lights right there. From what I know, you can just cut that out and connect the fog lights, so that's pretty cool. It has dual sliding doors like most K vans. Here's a look at the back, some of the front there. I'm gonna show you guys the seats in action in a second, but here we can open the trunk. Have lots of room. You can easily lay back here. You can spread your legs out completely. This is definitely one of my favorite things about K-Vans. I love how small they look on the outside, but once you get on the inside, there's more than enough headroom. You can fit basically everything in here. And it really does make for like the perfect JDM, because as much as I love the Sambar truck, having 2 seats, for me, someone living in a major city, doesn't really do anything for me. Having this pickup bed is dope, but realistically, I don't put anything back there. But you guys can see a Sambar truck. The interiors are pretty much the same, and this is what I mean by the 4-wheel drive. Maybe this is just on trucks. I really don't even know. One of the Sambar dudes correct me if I'm wrong, but I always see this being the push-button 4-wheel drive. But the interiors are pretty much exactly the same. You can see everything looks exactly the same. Same AC, same cluster, same not supercharged. But let me show you guys some other Sambars. So here's another Subaru Sambar. So this guy is called the Classic. This one has kind of a complete different interior. They put like this little suede in here. The cluster is a little different as well, but everything else is pretty much the same. This one doesn't have a rear window either, because apparently these are really used for businesses and work. So they would advertise their business here. A lot of people still do that now when they import them, but I'll put like a big Wait for the Fame here, and this would be like my advertisement truck. JDM Hawaii loves these. There's like 10 of them on the lot right now. But this is another Subaru Sambar van. This one just happens to be called the Classic. Along with this one, this dude's probably watching this video right now, but here's another Subaru Sambar Classic. This one still has the decals on it, which is pretty cool. Subaru Classic, produced since 1994. Here's another look at the interior. Again, like the suede seats. This one happens to have like a gray suede instead of like the brown like the other one. But again, look at this shift knob. No push-button 4-wheel drive, but I believe it's full-time 4-wheel drive. Not 100% sure, but it probably is. And then here's another Subaru Sambar van. This one happens to be a parts truck, but I can show you that in the front, this one was an automatic. This guy also is not supercharged. Here's a look at the front end. It is not like the Classic, it's just a normal Subaru. Here's another Subaru Sambar Classic, but the cool thing about this guy is that this guy actually has the window. So if you buy a Classic, from what I know, you could buy these windows from Japan. They're probably super expensive, but it's cool just to have an additional window. So this guy's another customer's truck. This one's automatic ECTV. You can see it has a suede interior again. This guy's cool. And then this one, probably maybe my favorite van here. I was gonna drive this one, but they're working on it right now. This guy says supercharged, full-time 4-wheel drive. It is a Sambar DS2. And if we walk to this side, you'll see that it says supercharged right here. So you see that? Supercharged. This one happens to be a supercharged model. This one is very sought after because a lot of the supercharged models came automatic, but this one is full-time 4-wheel drive with ultra low and 5-speed. So this is like a fully loaded, even power windows. I didn't even realize that, but even front power windows. This one is a fully nice decked out van. Of course, you have the famous roof that everybody loves. This, look, even with the fog lights. Remember I told you guys something come with fog lights? This one is like fully loaded. This 92 is sick. Now let's get into the interior. So back here, there's surprisingly a lot of room. The passenger seat is a little forward, so I have a lot of leg room, but I was just driving this earlier, and this is how much leg room I have. There's a tremendous amount of headroom, even if this is closed. more than enough room. That's not something to worry about when you get a Kei van. I'll show you guys some cool features on the back seats. So to pull it back, you just grab this forward, push it down, and then if you move to the passenger side and you pull this guy back, you get a nice little bed Kei action, which is probably popular in a lot of vans, and it's just super cool that technically you could sleep back here, you could lay back here, and then you could just put this forward easily like this. And then if you need some storage, which is great in Kei vans, you just pop this guy up, pull this back, and then you can lean this forward like that. And you can do the same thing to the other side. Pull this down, lean it forward, and then you're able to do two things. One, you can do this and expose this little bar. I'm not even sure what that does. But what you can really do is pull this string, and then you're able to put this forward and get some additional storage. Same for this guy. You pull this forward, lift this up, and now you have even more room to store your TV, whatever you want to put back here. And then to put it down, you just easily put those back down. You click this back, put it back up, and then boom, you could have one down, you could have one up. It's a cool little setup. And then back here you have probably everyone's favorite feature, this huge glass window that you can close like this or open like that. The button is up there, but they're working on fixing this guy, but I can show you how this one opens. So you would just pull this down, snap it back into place like this, and then if you wanted to close it, you do the same thing. And then to open it, you just pull this, go up, and then lock it into place like that. And then you get some additional air here. This one just pops up, and this one go completely back up to here, which is like one of the biggest flex in every Kei van. I've never had a van that had that. I've always had the slick tops like this Honda Acti, but I am waiting for the day that I'm able to flex like this, like these other cool Kei vans. What up? So it's the next day, and I felt like it was getting a little too dark last night, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna show Subaru some love. I'm gonna just delete all that footage, and right now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys the engine in the back, and then we're gonna drive this, turn it on, and I'm gonna drive it to JD in Hawaii. We're gonna do some highway runs, some top speed runs, and then we're just gonna actually drive this Sambar. So to access the engine, something cool about the Sambars is that they're not only 4-cylinder, but the engine is all the way in the back. And to do that, you open your little hatch, you flip this over, and then it drops down a quarter. Now you lift it up and down, and then boom. You have the famous Clover 4. As you can see, it's extremely easy to work on. You got the exhaust and muffler right here, spark plugs, oil, timing belts. You can see some of the belts over there. But let's start this bad boy. I should actually show you guys what it looks like while it's running. It's pretty quiet too. That's something I really love about the Sambars. Their other access point right here. You don't only have the engine there. You open this to actually do real things. Back here is just kind of just a show. Sandbar mud flaps are cool. But let's close this up and let's get to driving. Gotta get some extra visibility. I wish that thing worked. I would love to put it back too. But let's start this drive. See if there's any cars coming. Power steering, but at least the engine's in the back, so it's a little easier. Currently at a red light. Let's go into first to about 20. Now I'm in second to 30, third to, I'm assuming this 1, 2, 3 must be the automatic transmission, because I'm in third right now and there's no way I could be in second all the way to 40. I mean, I could, but there's no way that that's what they're promoting. But I'm currently in third. Make this left. There's gonna be a lot of traffic, unfortunately, but like I've been saying over and over, if I lived in Hawaii, I wouldn't care if I had a 5-seat or not, because honestly most of my driving has consisted of this. But the car's cool, pretty solid. Can't wait to get on the highway. Can't wait to actually like push it and show you guys what it performs like, because these are cool. Currently in third. Fourth. Alright, let's rev fourth out. Fourth all the way to car in front of me, but I probably could have went to like maybe 75. Actually no, we might have some more straightaway ahead of us. No, still in fourth. Still feel really good though, feels smooth. Nice and solid, nice and planted. Like I was mentioning, there's something about the Subaru. Someone that has a Subaru, please comment below. What is it about the suspension? What is it about the suspension that makes these so planted and makes them so comfortable in comparison to the other K vans and K trucks? Like when I drive this, I don't really feel like I'm in a K van. I feel like I'm in a full-size van because it feels so, doesn't feel like as light and as K and as like, you know, me doing this with my body and the whole truck going back and forth. It doesn't feel that way. There's something about these. I don't know. I guess I should have looked it up. But someone comment below, what is it? Because I love it. I got the AC cranking. Rear wiper works. Front wipers work. This light works. I always wanted a sandbar. I'm gonna get one eventually. I'm gonna get all the Ks. I want to collect the Ks like Pokemon cards. I want to get all of them, but I could definitely see this in my near future. I haven't had a K van in a while. I haven't had a K truck in a while. And this summer, when it gets nicer outside and I'm actually able to like work on them, wrench on them, paint the calipers, paint the bed, maybe wrap it, do a bunch of fun stuff, get the seats reupholstered. I want to do all that this summer. It's just a little cold right now. That's why I've been traveling all over and making this type of content. But trust me, look at the stage here. Trust me, once it gets warmer, I'm ready to start buying some K trucks and K vans and doing some really fun builds. Approaching the freeway now. Let's turn off the AC. Let's absorb all this horsepower. I'm currently in second. Second all the way up to 35. Third all the way up to, I'd say 55 doesn't sound terrible. I might be able to go all the way to 60. Like right now I'll shift. I'm in fourth now. I'm in fourth. First time driving a 5-speed K car in a while. But alright, we're in fourth. Let's move over. You know, we got all these ponies. Currently going 80 at fourth. Doesn't sound terrible. I could go more. Like, look. Alright, now it's starting to scream. So 85 is probably the max of fourth. And now we're in fifth. We're in the big boy gears. I know this thing could easily go to 100. I'm not even stressing it. Like, I'm at 100. This is how I look. Zero worries, taking turns. I don't even know if it's four-wheel drive or not. I can't really tell. Honestly, it feels like it's rear-wheel drive, but currently going 100, chilling at 100. Like when it comes to K-Vans, especially a four-cylinder Clover 4, you can chill. I would do 100 kilometers for 2 hours straight. I would go on a road trip like this, chilling. The car does not seem like it's screaming. If I had an RPM gauge, I'd probably be around like maybe 4-ish. Red line is, let's say, 8, maybe even 7. But I don't feel bad. The car doesn't feel bad at all. It feels smooth. Certain K cars, you go that speed and you're like, this one feels nice and planted. You know what? Let's go around this Tesla. I was gonna chill, but let's go around. Let's see if we can hit 110, how it sounds. Still going 100. Taking turns going 95 miles per hour. I mean kilometers, by the way. While we wait for some space, if I was trying to drive this car smart and conservatively at 80 kilometers an hour, which I'm currently going, it feels great. It's not screaming. This is definitely a nice chill point. You want to drive this speed for a long time. Maybe maximize your engine's life. I can see that. Me though, if I'm driving this every single day and this is my daily, I got to be at least at 90. But even at 90, if you can't really hear much probably because the engine's all the way in the back. But even now, doesn't sound bad. And then my foot is semi on the gas. If I actually put it all the way down, even uphill, you can see we can get to 95. We can get to, we're going uphill still, but we can get to 100. Car still feels really good. Now I'm going downhill. All right, I'll say yeah, 110. 110 is a max. At 110, I don't really feel that good. And my Bravo that was dual overhead cam, this is single overhead cam. My Bravo that was dual overhead cam, 3-cylinder, but 15 valve, I can go 120, and it sounds like how this sounds at 100. I think every dual overhead cam, this is a fun fact, this is a Nicholas WayBeforeTheFame tip. If you're looking to buy any single K car, doesn't matter what it is, if it's dual overhead cam, it's faster. I don't care if every single horsepower is 64. If it's dual overhead cam, it's faster. Every single dual overhead cam that I've ever driven, every K has been significantly faster. The red lines are just obviously less because dual overhead cam, it's just common sense. I can't wait till more of them are like this. But this guy, 70 kilometers, 75, it feels good. It feels nice and smooth, nice and planted. But at 110, it starts to feel like, all right, now I'm really pushing it. And my Bravo, that was full-time four-wheel drive at that. I'm honestly, I still don't really know if this four-wheel drive or not. Like, it feels like it is, but I really don't know. But in my Bravo, I was able to go 120, no problem at all. If you guys seen my endless road trip videos I did in that van, if you haven't, click the corner right now. But my Bravo could do it. This Sambar, not so much. Whipping it in the Sambar. Driving a JDM Hawaii. Very great engine though. Do you hear this? It's really similar to my Bravo, where I would just rev it completely out. I would shift at like 7,000. I would get 10 miles per gallon, but it would just be an ear orgasm. I loved it. And the Subaru is really similar to that. 4-cylinder. Clover 4 is a really popular engine. I would love to know what that supercharged one feels like. Maybe I'll drive that before I leave. I got a couple days left here. But like, hear this. Come on. I'm probably gonna end this video here. Let me know how you guys feel about the Sambar, man. I definitely think it's one of the top 2 vans. I think my favorite van, I'm a little biased, is probably the Mitsubishi Bravo. It has the same Super Aero roofs. Some of them come turbo, some don't. But after owning that van for like a year, that's definitely my 1, 2. And then 2 or 1 would be the Subaru Sambar, like that gray one we saw. Supercharged, power windows, still has a cool roof, fog lights, all that stuff. And probably just as fast as the Bravo, if not faster. So I'll probably end this video here. About to go to JDM Hawaii. Let me know what you guys think about the Sambar van. Definitely gonna get one soon. Definitely having a great time here, and I'm still gonna drive some more cars. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Peace.
Remember the name. This is way before the fame.